Oh my god, guys, if there ever was a worse day for me to get tattooed, today would be that day. However, having sat through it and surprisingly done half with a tattoo gun and half stick and poke, which was unexpected and really nice actually and enjoyable. That kind of shifted the process for me. Basically, you can probably hear my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather. I won't go as far as to say that I'm sick or, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm sick because I don't really subscribe to that unless you're calling me the illest in the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick. Um, no, but I got really run down after doing too much with my body. But yeah, I basically got so run down after doing 12 hours of dance this past week, like a crazy person. Who do I think I am? Superhuman, obviously, clearly, supernatural. We get it, we vibe, we move. Yeah, I ended up having like a really bad inflammatory response in my body. Like my muscles just died on me. Like they literally got so inflamed. I was like burning, like fever everywhere, like from head to toe. Like when I tell you my brain was also aching, like that's how horrible it was. And I literally thought that if this got any worse, I might be disabled forever. Like, I was in bed and that was painful. Lying down was painful. Like, everything was painful. It was horrible. And it was hot and sweaty. And that was for like 2 whole days straight, maybe 2.5. And then I started, essentially, after that started to die down, I then developed like a little bit of a cough. And then as the cough started to, I feel like that was just getting the last remnants out of my body, being that my immune system was weak. So then I was way more susceptible to picking up other shit. And then I've since started sneezing. So I feel like I'm at the tail end because like now I'm functioning in my body, although my body's still weak when I'm walking, if I walk too fast or I'm walking up and downstairs. My limbs are still like, no, this isn't it. But then when I put on some music on my headphones, I'm like, I want to do a little hip sway because we're still feeling the vibe to move. But I'm like, girl, you need to chill. You can't take the dancer out the, I don't know what I'm trying to say, out the moves, but the moves out the dancer. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Um, but what I do find interesting is then I got my freaking period. So yeah, she's bleeding right now. And you know what? I'm not mad. I'm actually in love with my body. Like the fact that my body is so hardcore, like it will go down under, like deep down under, and I will die, like literally death and rebirth, like year of the snake shit. I feel like I shed. Like I feel like I just underwent some crazy transformative shedding process where the butterfly wings are gonna come out brand new by Tuesday. Like that's a timeline I put myself on. I told myself by Saturday night your body's gonna feel better. That's what happened. Now it's Sunday. I'm starting to feel like almost there. It's just like the being blocked up a little bit, got a little bit of a cough, got a little bit of a sneezy sneeze. And what I also found interesting is that leading up to this week, I was starting to notice that my voice was changing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been on my mind because I think I might have mentioned it to a couple of people, but I was like, I've been noticing my voice has been sounding a little bit more husky lately, a little bit more like deep um to me. And I was thinking to myself, do women have like a second puberty like thing? Like is there a time where your voice breaks at like a coming of age, like into full womanhood? Because I feel like I'm going through that. I feel like everything I'm experiencing in life right now is like, okay girl, you're really done with the old. And it was like first your way of being, your life experiences, then your environment, and now your body. It's like DNA is like showing up physically. You know, like the expression be wanting to express itself you know? And low-key, I'm really excited despite feeling like I thought I was dying the last couple of days. I just had to go completely like off the radar because I was like, what is happening? It was so horrible though, guys. Like I like sleeping was just brutal because it was so uncomfortable. There was no comfortable position for me. Like even lying flat was uncomfortable. It was painful for my whole body. But I'm so glad that's over. And yeah, let's just say it deepened my relationship with myself a little bit more. And I'm feeling grateful to have moved through it and done so very quickly, despite it feeling like forever. And I'm looking forward to what's next after I've finish this part of my cycle. I'm gonna feel renewed like no other, and we'll be ready to get into it. Okay, a quick rewind. Turning up today at the studio, I was really nervous because like everything that had just gone on, obviously, and I was like, oh my god, am I really gonna do this today? But we went with it because I was like trusting in the process. I turned up 20 minutes late. It wasn't a great start for me, but lo and behold, everything was fine. Trusted in the process again. Of course, my tattoo artist, Nisha's just a beautiful person, so I'm so grateful to her. Like, had a really nice lemon and ginger tea on my arrival, which really helped soothe the stuff, and got me ready to sit in the chair or lay, in my case. And yeah, to my surprise, the stick and poke was a really nice surprise because it just meant that it was not loud and it was quite soothing. And I actually felt like this time was super meditative, and like the fact that we were coming back to this piece that's on my neck, and after everything I've been through, I just felt like this is kind of monumental. Like, I don't know, it feels like the closing of some transformation. So yeah, I mean, take what you want, what you will from my story time, but I'm just letting you know how I like to put my pieces in together, how I like to connect the dots, how I like to see the magic in the mundane, because it really be that way. It really be you being the seeker, and when you seek, you find, If you don't seek, you don't find. Finders keepers, losers weepers. So, yeah, I'm just excited because I feel like despite it all, I'm still so full of love, and I feel maybe even more full of love than I was a few days ago. And that's what's so amazing about being attuned to life's processes, being attuned to the seasons, to the ebbs and the flows, to what they mean, and how to work with the seasons as they arise. And that's all for me.